Alright, welcome to NewTabb. This is Travis. This is our first podcast apart from videos. Right now we are at school. It's about 12:45 on Thursday before the Super Bowl. We got Ben here. We have TJ Stanfield back again, and we have a new guest. Lee is here. How's everybody doing tonight? Doing good.
Doing good, man.
Doing all right. Doing cool. All right. So we just gonna dive right into it. Super. You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Super Bowl's on Sunday. Trash game in my opinion.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady against the Rams. Picks.
I've got the Patriots. I think the Patriots will put up around 30 points. I don't know about the Rams because Patriots defense be something else in the playoffs, give or take.
No, it don't. It
Give or
wasn't
take.
something else last year.
In their offense, okay, yeah.
It wasn't something else. It wasn't something else the year before.
Okay, and their offense is on another level in the playoffs. In the playoffs, yes, it
No,
is.
he
It's
isn't.
the same level.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's the same.
No, it is not.
Who, the Patriots?
Yes, they're
It's
the
on the
best
same
playoff
level
team.
every year.
They play at
every
such a
game.
high standard in the playoffs. I think the Patriots will win the Super Bowl. How many rings they got?
You guys score?
32-27.
They gonna score 30. All right.
Oh, they'll put up more than 30
How they score 32 though?
because they like that field goals.
Field goals. What about you, T?
Obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Patriots. Yeah, you can say they trash, but the
I don't
record
think they're
shows.
trash.
It's
Just
the,
the
it's the,
the
Patri-
record
it's the
shows
Patriots.
that-
I'm not a Patriots fan, but it's the Patriots.
I'm just saying the record shows. Score-wise, I don't think it's gonna be a big blowout game that people talk about. I feel like it'll be like a 31-29 type game, something close. I think it'll come down to a field goal last.
Yeah. I don't see any reason why the Patriots won't win. They have the better coach, better quarterback. That's usually how that goes. I don't know. I hope that the Rams win just so that it's something different. I hope that everybody just retires on the. I hope that they do win so Tom Brady can just retire.
He's not
still
going
don't
to.
think
He said in an interview.
He's gonna grab another.
Why not?
They asked him. They said,
leave.
"Did you see it?" They was
Get
like,
out.
"Is this your last Super Bowl?" And he was like, "This is 0%."
Oh my, just
He's gonna have to get injured for
Why?
him to
'Cause he's so
retire.
good?
in my
No,
opinion.
just leave on top. There's no reason for you not to leave. Just nobody's gonna
pull a
catch up to you.
Peyton. Pull a Peyton, man.
That's not true.
No,
You're talking greatly about Patrick Mahomes. You might try to.
nobody has anything close to what he has. I think that this his wife wants him to retire. He's about to be 45,000 years old.
He's 41 right now.
Just leave.
He wants to play till he's 45.
I don't care. Just
If he makes it to 45,
4 more years of Tom, dude.
that's so
like,
garbage.
I just really fear that
If he makes it to 45, he'll be the oldest quarterback.
it's
right?
I think he is right now.
It's two really different situations. But I'm starting to get the same vibe from the Super Bowl that I get from the finals. When the Warriors just go every year. Now the Warriors, they like kind of are overpowered and stuff. And the Patriots are just doing it fair and square. Who is that? Steve DeBerg. Oh, what you know about Steve DeBerg? He's the best backup ever.
Better than Nick Foles.
Yes.
Better than Tom Brady?
Yes.
Better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes. But I'm sad to say it'll probably be Patriots 27, Rams 24.
Lee?
Much as I don't want the Patriots to win, it'd be quite lovely if the Patriots lost. But I also don't want the Rams to win either.
Why not?
Because my picks was the Saints and the Chiefs. 'Cause
God, that would have been trash too.
that was way.
That would have been a wonderful Super Bowl.
That would have been.
And then Drew Brees would have won because Patrick Mahomes shows against big teams, and then
I think
he would have gotten his ring and retired.
I just like
He would
colors.
never retire.
He would have retired. He would have.
Drew Brees is what, 39?
I
He
just
would have
like.
retired. He would have
I think he
retired.
turned 40.
I just like colors. It's just the,
You like
the
colors?
gray Patriots.
So what? You want the
Patriots
freaking?
is so great. There's nothing about that
He's 40.
organization that's exciting.
Just gray.
So you
and
want
then
the
just
the
the
Dolphins?
Throwback Rams
You want the
jersey? You
Dolphins
just want
and
the
the
colors.
Buffalo
I love
Bills
the
to play?
colors.
Wish
I
they
do
wear
love the
yellow.
colors.
Yellows were clean.
Yellow's clean on the Rams.
Classics
No, it was
nice
not.
though.
Yes, it was.
The,
If they-
the Buccaneers versus the Rams.
The
when they had
Buccaneers
that-
shouldn't even be said in a
when,
sentence.
no, when they had the ketchup and mustard game going on.
That was a trash.
That
game.
was
that
so
was two
awful.
trash
That
teams. That was
was
back in
awful.
St. Louis. God, that was Sam Bradford versus Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon was.
I don't think he did. I think it was
That's
like
the hot
I think it was
dog
like
bowl. That's
Sean
what they
Hill.
call
He
it.
played state. He
They-
played state, dude.
Yeah, I think it was like Sean Hill or something.
We call that the hot dog bowl. That's what that was. That was so trash. All right, next up.
Because
we
it was
got-
weenie.
Who's y'all's MVP? I'm gonna say Tom Brady, just because I have the Patriots winning. If not, I think it would be Todd Gurley.
MVP of the Super Bowl or
MVP.
the
Right, Super Bowl MVP. It's either gonna be if the Rams win, I think it will be Gurley. I think.
Julian.
Huh.
I
Okay.
think Julian Edelman gonna get
I think Julian. I was about to say Julian Edelman.
for what reason?
Julian Edelman. Did y'all know he's second in postseason receptions behind Jerry Rice?
He's nice. I
That
thought
was
he-
crazy to me.
Did you the game with the Falcons a couple years ago? We had just that amazing catch.
Yeah.
With 3 DBs on. That was
Yeah.
Kind of like his calves.
Yeah. That was
Great
crazy.
catch.
I think Julian Edelman.
I don't think he's gonna
Deserves
get
it.
this.
I think
He
Julian
deserves it for
deserves
sure.
it.
He's a great player, but I don't think he's gonna get Super Bowl MVP.
I think he could.
That's
Catch-
tough
for a
catch-
receiver to
catch-
do that.
It's
Yeah.
really tough for a receiver.
Deion
to do
Branch did it. I think he was the last one to do it. No, it was Santonio Holmes.
It was a
Long time
quarterback.
ago.
Ben Roethlisberger. He made that tiptoe catch in the back of the head. That Super Bowl hurt my heart.
That was a dirty catch.
That was a dirty catch. That was a great too. That was a great Super Bowl. What do you think?
I'm going. I mean, if Patriots win, then I'll most likely go with Tom Brady, just because. I mean, yes, Julian Edelman deserves it, but it's more of just the fact that Tom Brady has that name, the GOAT or whatever.
So you just can go off a name.
That's what a lot of people will go off of when voting. But if the Rams were to win, then I think Todd Gurley or
Todd Gurley's hurt. He doesn't want to say it, but he's hurt.
Aaron Donald.
He had 10
Sleeper
yards.
pick. What
against-
about CJ Anderson?
What about
if
Aaron
he
Donald?
comes out?
He's
That
not
would be
gonna win
crazy.
any-
What if
about-
what if he comes
That
out
would be
and
crazy.
just gives them
I mean,
Gives
yards?
150.
I think even if he
Touchdowns.
did, I don't think that'd be the case.
What about Aaron Donald?
I mean, what is it?
You said,
I
what is
don't
a
think
D
so.
tackle gonna do? Is that what you're gonna say?
No, I'm not. I
The
wasn't
thing
gonna
is,
say that, but
if
it's-
the
it was because of that Patriots Chiefs games. Like, I think Tom Brady was hurried like 4 times.
yeah,
So the likelihood.
Their line is doing really
I
good
think
this
the
postseason.
likelihood
He
of
has,
that happening.
he's
yeah.
been touched
if the
twice
Rams
this
win, it's
postseason.
going to be because of
But Aaron
their
Donald
offense
is
because they
such
put
a
up a lot of
force.
I
points.
don't care. Tom Brady's been touched twice. It's not even on sacks. It's on late hits.
Or
And
And that Chiefs
if he
front four
roughing
is dirty
passes.
too.
Yeah, if in the postseason, their line is just outstanding.
Who do you think is going to
I
be?
hate
Did you say who?
The 2 years, bro.
I mean, if the Patriots win, I do think Tom Brady. I mean, just off of like TJ said, the name, which it probably shouldn't be like that, but I think Sony Michel could
Yeah.
Yeah,
is up there too.
Is
he's
it
only a
me?
rookie. He is
Is
a
it me or
rookie.
does Sony Michel look like a whole different player?
He
looks like-
he runs so hard.
He looks like a different player than he I would have imagined him in
At Georgia, I thought
he would be
he was
like-
always
like
going
a-
to be in Chubb's shadow at Georgia.
No, I thought he would be more like a Damian Williams from Kansas City.
They both.
I think he's a really good compliment to
Like
James
he's like
White, too.
he's a hard runner.
He's a great
Maybe it's
compliment
just because
to
people
James
just
White.
a lot faster in the NFL. But
That Patriots front office, they can draft.
yeah,
They can draft.
and get rid of you too.
Yes, you can. Speaking of which, getting rid of, do y'all think this is Gronk's last game? Yesterday, he was talking about how the game
Speaking of
takes a
getting
toll
rid
on
of-
your head. You know, it takes a toll on your body. And he has been hinting.
back surgeries.
Yeah.
He has had 2 back surgeries. So he's been talking about how these injuries do affect NFL players and that some people don't understand that. And he has been hinting this season at retirement. Do y'all think it's his last game?
I hope it is just for his health and just for
What about Greg Olsen? He's had 2 foot surgeries in the past year and a half.
Back surgery.
I mean,
and foot
Greg,
surgery
Greg
really
Olsen.
different, though.
Just because I'm a Panther fan, I hope that it isn't. But I think that the difference in back surgery and foot surgery is a whole different.
But he still
It's a lot
missed
different.
a lot of
I think they're
time.
both-
They rushed him back and he got re-injured.
And Gronk is out. He's had knee surgeries. He's had back
Forearm.
surgeries. He's had forearm surgeries. It's different. I mean, what I hate seeing is great players that were really great and then go up and just be a shell of themselves. Like I just hate seeing that. Like not even Derrick Rose. Like I'm talking about that cliff that Max Kellerman's
came
always
back,
talking
though.
about. Like Peyton Manning that one
It's hard
year.
to do.
Like that's not good. I don't want to see that. So
Like tight ends fall off that cliff more than a lot of people.
Yeah, because they get hit a lot.
take the
They're
hardest
always
hits.
hidden.
And it's
Yeah,
not by just
before they
one
go
person
out.
though. It's usually by 2 or
There's
3.
a lot of tight ends that just
And especially
fall
because
off
it
like
takes
that.
2 people to tackle him. I mean, it takes a lot.
It takes a lot off your body.
yeah.
So I think if they win the Super Bowl, it's his last game. But I honestly feel if they lose the Super Bowl, he's going to want to come back.
When is his contract end? Is it this year? The contract
I
end
think he
this
can
year?
retire anyways.
Well, I know he can. I'm just wondering when is the contract.
I think it's next year. I want to say it's next year.
I think he retires either way because I don't really think that the Patriots. I don't think anybody other than Tom Brady really wants him there, and he obviously doesn't want to play with anybody else, as he said that Tom Brady's the only quarterback for him. So I mean, I think it's a.
What if him,
More
Tom, and
likely.
Bill all retire at the same
I
time
don't see that
in
happening.
like 2 or 3 years?
I still think Tom Brady would be in the league.
Bill's got a long time to go.
He's 70, isn't he?
He's still got a dynasty.
Is it? All right. Is it absolutely no doubt now that Brady's the greatest player ever?
I've already said I think he's one of the greatest players ever. But if he wins another ring this year, I think for sure he's the greatest. You know, another Super Bowl MVP. Just depends on how he shows out.
I think he
He's
goes-
Bill Belichick 66.
Are y'all saying greatest player as in football or
Football. Yes.
Football.
Football, I have to give it to him. He's just done so much over. His body of work is unlike any, and I don't think it's something hard.
He didn't come in the league in 2002.
2001.
But his
2000,
body, his body of work is
So he was in the 2000.
it's different from like
With one team. With
well,
one
that's,
team.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but you get, the quarterbacks like he's not athletic at
Yeah.
all. Like he has athleticism, of course, but he's not like a defensive end who has to take more physical contact like than other players. So I think that should come into.
I think that's one way he's held up so long. I think if you watch the Atlanta Super Bowl, his line was just kept giving him hits like throughout the season. There was talk about him retiring 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and now since he's not getting touched, y'all just look at the way they're playing.
Yeah.
I think that's important for a quarterback.
I think that when you're talking about greatest player ever in football, it's a lot different than basketball. Just because in basketball it's universally known
You're running up
as
and down the
being
court.
it's Michael Jordan. Like it's universally known pretty much around at least the young culture that we're in. With football, it's because basketball is so player driven. I think it's really easy to put one player over the top, but since football is no player is more important than the actual league, I think that the three that most people will probably give you is Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor, and Jim Brown. And I think Tom Brady is in that group now, just because you could say Tom Brady with the 6 rings, but I can also come at you with Lawrence Taylor winning one of the
Back-to-back.
winning
3 times.
Defensive Player of the Year in his rookie year and only the second defensive MVP ever, the greatest defensive player ever.
That's
I can come
impressive.
at you with Jerry Rice having the most touchdowns ever. I can come at you with Jim Brown averaging 100 yards a game as a running back. those four things they hold different types of weight.
Look at
And,
Tom Brady's accomplishments: 5 rings at the moment.
I mean,
5 Super Bowl
yeah,
MVPs.
five rings. I mean,
Most in postseason touchdowns. That's
yeah,
hard to do.
Yeah, but
Most
but
accomplished
that
player.
but
He's
that's
the
it.
most accomplished.
His accomplishments
But you
push him
can't-
to be.
But you can't even say that because are you going to tell me that Tom Brady has accomplished more as a quarterback than Jerry Rice has as a receiver?
I didn't say that.
I mean, are you going to tell me that Tom Brady has accomplished way more than as a quarterback than Jim Brown did as a running back in the 9 years that he played, winning MVP multiple times, or Lawrence Taylor? I mean, that's just the everything is so different.
What about his longevity of success?
Longevity, success? You can accredit that to a lot of things. There's no way that I mean, Jerry Rice played for 20 years
Tom Brady's almost
And
there.
I mean,
as a receiver. In a
Tom
more
Brady don't
physical.
get hit.
Tom Brady does not get hit. Lawrence Taylor played for I think he played for a little over 10 years.
He played
Jim
for
Brown
12.
played for 9 years and has won multiple MVPs. Averages 100 yards a game as a running back. Like that's crazy. I mean, I think that he's definitely up there. I think he's. I still want to hold on to the Joe Montana argument, but just for the
Joe
sake of
Montana's a great
argument,
quarterback.
just for the sake of argument, I'll say Tom Brady. But in terms of greatest player ever, I think there's still an argument there. I don't think it's no doubt.
LeBron versus Brady.
Yeah, Catrice Rollins of Sports Illustrated. Tom Brady says LeBron James is a better athlete is the better athlete between the two. Is that true?
Yes, athletically. Yes.
You said Tom
Accomplishment
Brady.
wise, I think that's it.
I think
accomplishment-
LeBron.
I think that's what we're talking about.
LeBron is more.
Accomplishment-wise.
He's definitely a better athlete.
Much
But
better
Tom Brady
athlete
has had more success, more accolades.
with
on
one
that.
team as well.
Has he?
Better.
Has he had more individual
think so.
accolades
Well,
than LeBron James?
No.
Does LeBron have 5 Finals MVPs?
Who has a
but
better
he
win
has-
percentage?
He has 9. What is it? 9 now. 9 finals
9
appearances.
straight. 9 straight. 8 straight.
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
Nine finals appearances.
Yeah, 9 finals appearances, 8 straight finals.
And I think the difference is
Well, it's hard to do that
with
in
with
football.
LeBron, he's been playing the Warriors, and then with Tom Brady, he is the Warriors in the NFL. Nick Wright said this too. What do y'all think about the counting against players when they get to the finals and lose?
I don't think that's.
Do
really
people
fair.
call Jerry West a top 3 shooting guard all time?
No.
No, but he went to more finals than who did top 3? Michael, Kobe, and D Wade.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's only won 1.
D Wade has 3?
I think D Wade is no doubt better than Jerry West.
Yeah, but exactly. So there's your argument
there is
right
a debate
there.
there. There's definitely a debate there.
Jerry West went to what? 8? 1 for 7?
I mean, you got to think. I mean, on that Lakers team, it was not the Celtics was the
The
Warriors.
Celtics, yes. Yeah.
And
I mean,
Jerry
I'm
West
not,
and
I'm
that
not
team was like the Cavs.
crediting away,
So
but he was
it-
talking about how, there's a knock against players who can't win in the biggest games.
Not that they can't win, but
they
just
don't.
that they don't. They like Nick Wright said. He was like, "Are you going to tell me that Tom Brady's career would be more impressive if he went 5-0?"
Okay,
and if he
okay.
went
What
5-3?
if Tom Brady theoretically was 3-8 and LeBron was 5-2? Y'all easily pick LeBron over that, right?
LeBron, if LeBron won 5 finals, I honestly believe he's better than Jordan.
I disagree. This is the reason why. Part of LeBron's
Yeah, speak
argument as with Jordan is the fact that he didn't win the championships. I think that if you had won 5, then it would be like, why didn't you win 6? You know what I'm saying? When now that's not the argument. If he had gotten close to Michael in championships, which is why I think Kobe is like, get him out of here.
Kobe's like a spitting image of Michael.
Yeah, I mean it's
almost.
like Kobe's getting out of here because he won 5. Like, why didn't you win 6? Every little thing he did is nitpick because if he would have done that, he wouldn't get to 6. But LeBron is doing everything. He just
Nobody talks about what if Michael won 8.
I mean, yeah. Like
If Michael won
If
80,
Michael went,
I think
Michael
if
won 80, there
if
could be
LeBron had
no
won,
argument.
lost.
I think if
Or
LeBron,
lost.
you think he would have?
You know what I'm saying? Or if Michael Jordan lost.
7-1,
6-1.
6-1.
that's why I don't think LeBron is. He may be pushing, but if he doesn't win one this year, next year, I think he's like, this is out of my hands. I'm gonna do everything else that I can do, everything off the court, everything else that I can do, so that the ring argument is irrelevant. Because if he had got to 5, then it'd be like, why didn't you get to 6?
Why didn't you beat that Mavericks team?
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
Then you're really
Why
nitpicking
didn't
stuff.
Michael Jordan beat the Celtics?
Because they beat the
Same
bad
thing,
boys.
really.
But then again, the game's played an entirely different way of what it was in the
LeBron's
90s. You
body
can't
of work
touch
and
any.
usage rate.
Yeah, y'all see James Harden. I mean, you can't practically touch a player anymore. You can't close out on shooters. Back in Michael's day, I mean, they have fist fights trying to get the ball into the paint. I mean,
Fist fights with plumbers.
I just feel like we're straying away a little too far from the actual question, which is who's the greatest player, Tom Brady, and we're starting to bring in.
Yeah.
Oh well, Tom
Jordan.
is the Golden State of the NFL, or LeBron's had this, or Jordan's had, or it's just too much. It's really all about, in layman's terms, yeah, you can bring championships in, but if you take that away, then you're looking at body of work. Who's meant more to every team they've played for? Well, team they've played for. Who has done more in their career? Who's had the biggest impact on the league in their career? We can sit here and argue the whole time about Tom's the greatest athlete because he has this many championships and LeBron is this in the finals. But at the same time, you have to really look at it in the sense of we can't sit here and say LeBron is the obvious better athlete, or he's the obvious better athlete, but he's not the better player. And we can't sit here and say Tom's the greatest player compared to LeBron. It's not a big difference in between. They both have made impacts in different sports.
all right,
Tom
think about
Brady's is
think
just
about this. Seeing LeBron, 8 straight finals, every year coming out of the East, right? What's been his competition? The Celtics. Currently, last year, because their team was.
I think you need to dial that back a little bit.
What was his competition 3 years ago, 2015,
What about his
2016?
competition before he went to Heat?
What do you have to
What is
say?
your
Count that out
point?
too.
Think about what, I saw something recently. Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, and Peyton Manning were some of the only players in the past 15 years as quarterbacks to represent the AFC. So,
But in the same
because I
token,
think they're both pretty much running their conferences.
in the same token, I think you have to take into account this. I like quoting Colin Cowherd all the time, but he said that a lot of people try to discount Tom Brady because he plays in a weak division.
Yeah,
But
think if he played in the NFC.
If you take away the games which those 3 teams, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets play, Tom Brady and the Patriots, they're 500 teams. I think that once you take LeBron out of the East, you see that the East has 2 or 3 teams that people are thinking that can
Exactly. So, and Tom Brady,
can fiend for a championship.
every year in the preseason, 8 times out of 10, people will pick the Patriots to win the AFC. Am I wrong? 7, 8 times out of 10.
I think that
They're-
just started
they're just-
a couple years ago, though.
You think about it. Patriots has always been a favorite to come out of the AFC. LeBron's always been a favorite to come out of the East. Right?
Maybe it's just because they're that well respected.
This, exactly. So they're such great players. People automatically assume they're going to win their conference. So I'm just saying, compare GOAT discussion, compare their competition. I'm not discrediting either one of them.
Gotcha.
I mean, LeBron has to play the Warriors pretty much every year.
Gotcha.
Past 3,
I
4
just
years now?
feel like it's a little hard to compare 2 players from 2 different sports
Yeah,
and say
that's-
which one's the greatest.
Because when you talk about
Because
greatest
it really
athlete,
is hard, because then you look at accomplishments. Well, like Tom Brady has yards, and you can say LeBron has points and rebounds or steals. You see what I'm saying? You don't have the same categories to butt heads with.
No doubt.
And so it's very hard to say LeBron's better because of these, or Tom Brady's better because of these. It's very hard there's also in there more teams in the NBA than there is in the NFL. Is there not?
Nope, there's 2 more teams in the NFL.
Really? Oh man. Well, still, okay. Look at it that way. Tom Brady has more teams to play. There's more teams to compete. But at the same time, you still can't cross paths with both of these and say Tom Brady's the best or LeBron's the best. They're 2 different sports.
No doubt.
If they
I
both
think-
played in the same sport and they were both as dominant in that sport, then it's a different thing. Just like Jordan and LeBron, you can do that, but you can't really do it with Tom Brady.
I think if they both play, they're both looking at 20 years on their careers. I think at that point you can really compare who's better. I think in 5 years LeBron could be, the all-time leading scorer, he's already top 10 in assists. He could be top 5 in assists. He'd be up there for rebounds. I mean, he's just a do everything guy. Tom's he's what, number 1 in postseason wins? Is he there now? Postseason touchdowns. He's almost there in regular season touchdowns. He's already got number 1 total touchdowns between the 2.
Gotcha.
I just think that's a conversation people could actually have in 5 years.
No doubt. We're gonna end this out. We're gonna stop this one. We're gonna make another one because it's running kind of long, and then we're gonna talk about the NBA.